Hello and welcome everybody. Today I would like to review this desktop mini PC. So this PC is gonna be quite powerful based on the description. I just bought it from Amazon and I received it. Let's just open this cover and have a look what we have got in here. So let's open it from the corner here. There we go. So the box is composed of actually two parts in here, so I think I need to push one of them out. It's a pretty tough box, I would say. Now we have it. Right, this can be away. And this is the main box. Okay, let's open it up. It's pretty much like a shoe box, I would say, perhaps a little bit smaller. And what we have got in the package, we have one HDMI cable, we have, I assume, the power cable in here. So this one we have the extension, and this is the PC itself, which is actually kind of hexagon looking. Quite a nice and sleek design, I would say. Oh, so it's smaller than the box in here. So here is pretty small. Looks like these. I assume they are the speakers probably, or the fan blades. Oh, actually nothing, just a plastic in there. And yeah, let's have a look what else we have got in here. The user manual. The installation guide. So it's in English and German and Russian and Chinese, French, and so basically the Italian and French as well. So these are the information about the device itself. Let's just see what else we have got in the box. Anything else? No, nothing, that's it. Okay, let's put this away as well. Let's open the box. So the box can be opened from here. Pretty good covering actually for this product. So this mini PC is not that cheap. I think it was around 500 to 600 euro, relatively expensive for a small or mini box. So this is how it looks like. So this is the front, I assume, or maybe this is the front, I would say. This is the side, and this is the back of it, basically, where we have all the ports. Now, let's power this thing up and see how it performs. I would open the power. Let's connect it to the electricity. So I would connect that one to the power. And the other side should go, I assume, to the back somewhere to here. So for the sake of testing, I have also one external display which we can connect to the system just to see how it works. This one. And I have the HDMI cable as well. So let's connect the HDMI cable too. So this would be the HDMI output, I would say. Very tough, I would say, for the connection. For some reason it does not actually connect to it. Let's try one more time. Yeah, very tough. The connection port is really hard. So the other part of it, I would connect it to my display in here. This is also the other side of my display. That is also done. Let's just put this cable behind the system, I would say, just to be a little bit more space for the keyboard. Oh, the system is actually already on, so I did not turn it on. Seems like itself turned on. And I would say relatively loud. So this is the fan outlet basically here. So I need the power for this as well. So let me power up my display as well. There we go. I can also connect the keyboard just to try the system, I would say. Let's try to connect it from the front. And the mouse. Also from the front. There we go. So it's up and running. Let's choose English. The US keyboard. I do not need the secondary keyboard in here. Accept the license agreement. Enter your name. So I would just put a random name in here. So we have John Doe. Password Dilbert. Confirm password. Security question 1. So pet name, pet. Second question, city. Well, let's just get over with these ones in here. Oops. And the third question, name, school. Well, actually the PC is pretty loud, I would say, and pretty warm as well for a new PC. Let's switch off all these things in here. Based on my experience with Windows, I would say this is pretty fast. This might take a few minutes. Let's see. While this is starting up, let's have a look at the user manual, what we have got in here. So we have got a USB port, USB-C port, headphone and microphone jack, power button. We have the DC port, LAN port, display port, HDMI port. From the, I would say, I think it's the front, this is the back side and that's the front side. So from the front view, okay, so these are the use cases, what can be done with those. What else we have? Well, that's it pretty much, nothing else. Let's just wait a little bit more. I see that the PC is a bit more quiet in the meanwhile. So in the bottom of the PC there's the air inlet and this is the outlet, I would say. And there we go. So now we have the system up and running. So let's change the resolution. It's almost not readable. Let's see what we have got in here. So display resolution, the recommended, keep changes, fine. Let's just increase the scale, maybe a bit smaller, 150. There we go. Looks good to me. Now it's a bit more readable. Let's go to the system properties. And that's where you will realize I don't have much clue about Windows, as I'm a Mac guy. So properties, Storage 954 gigabyte left, so 64 gigabyte used. Graphic card 128 megabyte, so it's Intel Iris. RAM 32 gigabyte of RAM, and the processor 12th generation of Intel Core i9. Not bad. So we have, this is the same information. Windows 11 Pro installed on 10th of June, basically. Well, that's today. I always confuse about the dates when it's on the English standard, and it is already an activated system. I would say it's pretty good actually. I'm quite happy with this. Let's go to the task manager, see what is going on. So we have got the CPU usage. Let's sort based on the CPU. So we are at 1% of CPU allocation and 10% of memory. But still I can hear the fan. It's not that warm, I would say. But still the fan is running. Well, it's a very high power CPU, so I think it's not a big problem. However, I've had many other mini PCs and this is a little bit abnormal to me that the fan is running. Given that the temperature is not that high at the moment, as nothing is running, it's on idle mode. So we could also try to connect this one to the internet. Okay, alright, so we are now connected to the Wi-Fi as well. Let's give it a try to the speakers. Sync without start without the data. Start browsing. Let's go to YouTube. .4K video. Let's just start one of those 4K videos. Well, that was an ad, so let's give it a try to something else. Okay, so the sound is coming actually from my screen. Let's see if we can switch it to the system itself. So now it should be the speaker from the system itself. Let's see. I do not hear anything. No, I don't hear anything from the system itself. Okay, perhaps it doesn't have anything. Fine. But as you can see, it is a 4K system. So basically, just to have a quick recap of what we have got for this system. So the processor, as I said, so it's an Intel Core i9. So it has 14 cores and the speed could go up to 5 gigahertz. It's actually perfect for video editing and multitasking. In terms of the graphics, so it's, as I mentioned, so it's Intel Iris Xe integrated graphics. So it's perfect for 4K streaming, I would say, or even gaming and even creative work, things like photo editing and so on. Memory and storage, so it comes with 32 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. It can be extended to 64 gigabyte as well, and it does have 1 terabyte SSD. So it is SSD. Okay, I thought it's NVMe. Interesting. It could be also expanded to 4 terabyte, which is a great thing. In terms of the display output, it can support up to 3 monitors. So it does also have the Thunderbolt 4, which means basically with DisplayPort, HDMI and Thunderbolt, we could have 3 different monitors at the same time. I'm not sure if there would be 2 4K and one basically with lower resolution, or 3 times of 4K. I don't know that. And the LAN is basically 2.5G LAN port, which is quite standard nowadays, and Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5. It comes apparently with 2 years of guarantee as well. So I would say not bad for the price. It's actually pretty expensive for a mini PC, but not bad. So let's have also quick look at our ports just to see one more time what we have got in here. I will remove the both keyboard and mouse. Let's have a look at the back of this. Okay, nothing in here. So here, this okay, all right, I got it. So this plastic's probably just to put the system like this on the desk, which is great, I guess. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. So let's try here. Pretty warm actually. So this is the air inlet. This is also an inlet actually, somehow seems like, and this is the outlet. And we have got two LAN sockets as well, which is quite standard nowadays for virtual LAN networks, because as you know, many of these things are used in different, let's say, production environments, which means there are sometimes the internal and external network, and you will need two LAN connections in here. So that being said, I guess we come to the end of our video, and if you have any questions regarding this, write it down below in the comments. I'm happy to answer those. If you have any product which you would like me to review it for you, I'm very happy to do so. Just get in touch with me, and stay safe, and see you in the next video. Thank you, and bye bye.